Hello, I'm muted, okay? Hi, Jinan. It's okay. I know you're busy. I know you're busy. Oh, shit. Hi, King. Yay, I'm not banned. I'm not banned. They just suspended my stream because I was using copyrighted music and it's not allowed apparently. So I'm gonna behave now. I'm gonna behave. I'm behaving. I'm behaving. Actually, I wanted to stream because I wanted to watch ghost videos with everyone. Huh? Mr. Depths of Despair had a new video. Hi, King. Sorry if I sound like I'm chewing. I'm like actually eating bread right now. Remember yesterday? Oh shit. Remember yesterday when I said that I was craving bread? I actually went ahead and got some bread. And I ate some yesterday and now this morning I'm eating some bread for breakfast. We're gonna watch. Okay. Okay, let me move this. So what Hi Edgy, no. I haven't been playing it, but I am making a thumbnail for Akashi in case he wants to play it. You want me? You know what? The background is separate from the characters, so I can literally just replace the character with whoever. You want the background? What's this called? Shit, what's your name? Sorry, I'm so discombobulated today. Edgy. What we can do is we can put just like the body, and then you can just put your head in it. This is Akashi, by the way. It's my Oshi. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. We're just gonna watch some fucking ghost videos to warm up, okay? I fucking love ghost videos, bro. Holy shit. I'm gonna watch some ghost videos before I start drawing, right? Because I have to finish my commissions. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Who's ready? Do you guys have your drinks? Do you guys have your snacks? I have like I'm ready. I have like some strawberry jam and some bread.
Entered. In the following video, a woman is home alone when something terrifying happens and her fire alarm goes off.
Ah! What the fuck?
On March the 6th of 2026, a deadly tornado struck parts of the US. Unfortunately,
No, Edgy, this is I'm closing my commissions because of my new job. I'm not allowed to do commission work. I'm gonna get fired if I do commission work. So I'm closing my commissions. I'm finishing all of my commissions now before April, and then commissions are done. Don't worry, Edgy. I can just make it for free. I can just make it for free. I'm an artist. I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
strong lightning followed the disaster, and the lightning struck nearby Destiny's house, causing a sudden power outage. Immediately after the lightning strike, the fire alarm
Look at
activated
me.
straight away.
King, look at me. Look what I can do. Ghost.
Here, the dog's okay?
Immediately after the lightning
Yes,
strike,
strawberry
the fire
jam
alarm
is so
activated
good. I love
straight away.
strawberry jam.
Confused by what happened, she stands up and quickly goes to check that her dogs are okay. It turns out that only some
brand
parts
is
of the house were
Darbo. I love
affected by
this
the
brand.
power outage. So she calls the firefighters to check the house and see if it is still safe to use the working parts of the house
with my
that do have power.
bread. Oh, OBS updated. It looks weird.
After checking the breaker box, they let her know that they should be able to fix the electricity shortly. In the meantime, Destiny decides to review her CCTV footage the moment the lightning struck to see exactly what happened, when she notices something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
I am. I love ghosts.
So watch in this right corner.
I like watching
Right when the
ghosts.
lightning strikes. There.
Where?
What is that? What is that?
What's that?
What is that?
During the flash of lightning, for a second, the camera captures a dark figure of someone or something on all fours on the ground right in front of the door. It happens for just a few frames, but it's clear something is there.
I love
Whatever
ghosts.
it is left Destiny deeply
I love ghosts. I love conspiracy theories. I'm actually like I'm a succubus, but I'm more of like a conspiracy theorist succubus. I'm so into the conspiracy theories. I forgot to have sex.
disturbed, so she decides to check the CCTV footage from when the firefighters were in the house and captures something chilling once again.
Yeah, you sat at the house or you guys at the house? No, we were inside. We were there. Yeah. Then there was a little house shook.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars droid. It's one of those Doctor Who robots.
No, not that I mean, we've got like city blackouts. Not towers, so.
Right? Like the Doctor Who. The Dalek. It's a
Destiny had
Dalek.
placed some candles around the house for light, and if you look closely at the candle, it suddenly goes out.
Yeah,
Even
because there's
stranger is that
wind,
a large
bro.
shadow seems to go by really fast, right as the candle dies out. Not only that, but one of the firefighters seems to notice something strange that causes him to look where the candle is. He claims to have seen a figure sitting on
Hot
the
fresh
sofa
cookies
for a
with milk.
second.
Oh, I'm
So they
jealous.
check the rest of the CCTV. And
I
are
have bread
lost for
and the
words.
strawberry jam.
Why?
My mother is capturing me chewing my bread. I'm sorry guys for yesterday. My stream got suspended for copyrighted music. Is that a ghost?
As the firefighter comes to check the breaker box, you can see how he avoids touching over the sofa and hangs his flashlight
Edgy.
pointing down
Legit,
at
that's
him,
so cool you
as
get a
he
new
is
job
shaken
lined up.
from
I hope
earlier
it
when he
pays
mentioned
is
seeing a
solid.
figure
Yeah,
on
the
the
pay is
sofa.
really
Then
good.
suddenly the indentation on the
That
backrest
pay
of
is
the
really,
sofa
really
suddenly
good. I might
puffs
be able
out
to
and returns
afford
to its normal shape.
live 2D.
Even though there is nobody there, it's as if someone or something was sitting there and quickly stood up, and the indentation slowly reappears again, as if something sat back down, putting pressure into the backrest. And this strange occurrence was also captured during another moment while the firefighters were talking.
You know what, actually? I knew you did. Well, that's everyone's very corner of the dark and the light and the wall. There you go.
What?
Oh, sorry. I think
Actually, my old boss contacted me also yesterday, and she was like offering me a job. Suddenly, the jobs are pouring in. She's like, "Oh, I know someone is looking for an assistant, an executive assistant. Do you want the job?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I just got hired. I can't accept the job."
everyone else. All I need are
Very nice of her though, to be thinking of me. I love her. If I could work
Right
with her
as one
again.
of the firefighters shines their light towards the sofa area, you can see something suddenly press into the backrest, as if something is there, and on both occasions it happens right after he shines a light near it, as if something there
Maybe
is
there-
reacting to the light. Just like
Maybe there's a cat inside the sofa.
how a strong flash of lightning caused the figure to appear in the first place. So was the figure that firefighter saw on the sofa the same thing Destiny saw in
You
her
know, you
room
want some
that
bread?
night?
You know.
And could it have somehow entered as the lightning struck by
He
her
can have
house?
some bread as
Like
a little
most
treat.
videos,
He can
this
have
one
some bread.
remains a mystery.
You don't want the bread?
Attached.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A single mother lives alone with her children and explains that strange things have been happening inside her home for a while now, and it seems to mostly occur when her
a
children
job
are
application,
around.
hire the
One
ground.
day, her and her child were in the living room when they captured this.
a ghost.
Close the door.
Where's the ghost? Show me the ghost. I love ghosts. My favorite
Can
hobby
you
is
close the door, please?
looking if a ghost video is fake or not. That's my favorite hobby.
What the fuck?
Where? I wasn't looking. I was getting jam.
Open the door if you need help.
What the? Oh my! It opened it wide as shit. Oh my god!
Close the door if you need help.
I swear to God, I put it on.
Oh my! Why is it doing?
It's a draft. It's a draft.
Oh no! Yes, I knew. Yes, I knew. Elgin, please.
do you see
Elgin,
it?
can you please? It's closed all the way, bro.
The door
I looked
seems
at
to
my
open
model.
by
I look
itself the moment her
so
kid walks
funny.
by. Then she
What are you
asks
doing?
it to shut the door, and it closes again. On another night, she captures something chilling on her CCTV in her children's bedroom while they are asleep. Watch closely.
Huh?
You can see both the children sleeping when the controller suddenly falls off the table on its own. But after a closer look, you can see what looks like a strange tiny hand grip onto the cord and pull it. Then her headset moves on its own. At the same time, something presses down on the covers as if there was someone else or something else there. Her only two children are fast asleep, so just what is this? The mother believes something may be attached.
It's a raccoon! Guys, have you seen like a raccoon? It's a raccoon! You're like the raccoons have those little tiny hands, right? It's probably like a raccoon.
To one of her children, but let me know your thoughts down below. Haunted. In the following video, a man
Haunted.
has a newborn son, so he sets up a security camera so he can monitor him. One
Where's my
morning, he
water?
woke up and noticed a motion alert from the camera that captured something unsettling.
Dude, my sister has a newborn. She gave birth last February.
While the baby sleeps, the stuffed bear abruptly moves, but it looks like it doesn't fall naturally and is being pulled by something, as you can see as the whole crib also moves slightly too. Not sure what to make of this, the father grows concerned and continues to monitor his kids.
Isn't that
but
just
on another night,
gravity?
he captures something else in his other son's room. A strange gust of mist appears out of nowhere and flies across. After these two occurrences, the father is starting to believe they are connected and paranormal. And after the next night, he is certain of it.
Where's the ghost? Oh, they're gonna steal your baby. Actually, this isn't scary at all because it just fucking reminds me of that fucking movie trailer. Hey, go chickens, welcome.
The door starts to open on its own, causing
We're
the
just
baby
watching
to wake
ghosts
up and
before
roll to
I
the
draw.
side, before eventually the door fully opens and reveals nobody there, before closing again and repeating. He mentions that he planned to move houses and has since stopped uploading, but real ghost or not, you judge.
The woods.
The woods. A family living in a secluded area by the
Exploding
woods explains they have been
trees.
hearing strange noises outside their house for a few days. Late one night, he hears sounds out by the woods and decides to go check it out.
If I was a ghost for a day, I don't know, fly around. I could fly around. I wanna, you know,
Trees are just falling
fly.
left and right.
Exploding trees.
Sounds like a war zone out here. These are the ones that I'm concerned about.
I'm taking notes. Taking notes.
What sounds like trees snapping and exploding on their own can be heard, but as he looks around, he sees nobody there. Not sure what the cause could be, he heads back inside. The very next night, his wife begins to hear more noises, this time right outside her house. Watch closely.
So this is day 3 of the weird, strange occurrences at our house. Right now, this light has been steadily blinking for about 20 minutes.
It's a boob light.
And maybe 10, and I just don't understand why.
Do you guys have boob lights in your house? Boob
Okay, now
light.
it's
It looks like a
not
boob.
blinking at all.
Boobs.
I guess it's okay now. But that and the hearing the voices and stuff sometimes. And
Run away! Run away!
hello?
You used to have a boob light. Did you replace it?
Hello?
Doesn't it get like super dirty really fast?
Hello? Who's here?
Because like the dust goes inside the bowl and then it becomes like really fucking
here?
grimy. Oh shit, my cat wants to leave my room. Let me
back
open
inside
the
the
door
house.
for him. You wanna go out?
This is the stuff I'm talking about.
Go out.
Like, why is this stuff happening? I'm really thinking about moving away. I think that we should move away. Oh my
My
god!
dumb cat wants to leave. Where's my fucking...
Did you see that? Oh my god! Oh my
Okay,
god!
I'm back. I'm back. My cat wanted to leave my room.
Free knocks
Guess
are
what
heard
I
at the
did
door.
before I
Then, as she
streamed.
goes to open it, her dog can
I
be heard
checked off
whimpering as she goes
20
out. Then, when she
times.
comes back in, her dog starts whimpering
just
even
joking.
more.
I
And the
don't
chair
jack
suddenly
off. I'm a
slides
liar.
aggressively across the room
I'm a
before she
liar.
turns around and screams in fear, noticing the door is now
Bugs
opening
do
and
like to
closing
turn. Yeah,
repeatedly
yeah,
all
yeah.
on
You
its
you,
own,
you open
with
your
things now
light.
much
You open your light. You look up, and there's like a dead cockroach in it, and and you can't clean it like properly. You have to go get a step ladder, unscrew the thing, and get the
Worse,
bug
she
out.
says they have no choice but to move out. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespairyt. In court. The following video was taken from a
Have you
worker
ever been
a
in
courthouse
court
somewhere in
before?
the USA. The
Isn't it
person was inspecting
scary?
the courthouse with some equipment, including a metal detector and a thermal camera. He has been over at the courthouse for a few days, and after speaking to the workers, they say strange things sometimes happen in the place, and they feel an unusual energy. During his time at the courthouse, he captured something strange on the thermal camera that he just can't seem to explain. Take a look.
Court is scary. Yeah, court is scarier than any haunted house. Okay, why would you bring a thermal camera to court?
In the video, a heat signature can be seen coming out of the door, even though nobody is there, and these thermal cameras can't see through glass. You can also see he is recording from his phone at the same angle as the thermal camera, so if it were just a reflection, it would likely show up on his camera too. But it's only seen on the thermal camera, and at some point it even waves, which doesn't match the movements of the person recording, so it's likely not his own reflection. After speaking with the courthouse workers, they believe it is the spirit of a woman
That's
who was
mid-phantomic.
convicted and sentenced
Hi,
to death
Tito
in
Maria,
this very
that's mid-
courthouse, now bound to the...
Oh my god! Oh, wait. Since you guys are here, you wanna discuss the Nerissa Nerissa Ravencroft crash out by that guy. It's like, oh, Nerissa mentioned the Holo Star. I can't believe Nerissa knows a man. Hi, HDTQWZ. You removed the 5 in your name, right? I remember your name is HDTQWZ5. What happened to the 5? Remember, did you see the recent Ravencroft crash out by a unicorn? Oh, medium rare. Basically, Narissa was doing a chatting stream and she mentioned a Holo Star. I don't know who she mentioned, but she mentioned like one of the guys, and then a fan was like, a fan like crashed out in Twitter. They posted like a really long call out post being like, you lied to me, Nerissa. You said you will never mention a man. You will never mention any names. Even a man name. You won't collab with anybody. Wow. How could you? Octavio? Good. I hope Oh, she mentioned Octavio. Okay, let's look for it. Apparently, she's doing a Memshi stream right now. Who's a Memshi of Nerissa? Nerissa Ravencroft crash out. No, where is it? It just happened. It just happened like a couple hours ago. Where? Oh, shit. Mentions mail. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's watch this. Yeah, the guy deleted the post. Is it?
Parasocialism in V2 continues once again, and it is only getting worse. Hello everyone, my name's Yui Tachibana, and we are here to talk about an absolutely dreadful conversation that went down between VTuber Nerissa Ravencroft and one of her jailbirds who...
Hey, medium rare, have you seen the Nerissa unicorn crash out? You know, when no, not Nerissa. Russia crashed out when this guy found out that Russia was married. And he went to Discord and he was like, Russia, how could you? How could you? And then someone recorded it.
You cannot even call it jailbird at this point because this is beyond being a jailbird. It's being an absolute loser and a total idiot. And now you're out here being publicized and being laughed at and being frowned upon.
Let's need some eyes.
From my friend Remaven Star, in an epic meltdown, a fan crashes out at Hololive VTuber Nerissa Ravencroft after she mentions a Holo Star during a live stream. Nearly a year ago, during a membership stream, you came to us jailbirds to explain that you would never collab with or name drop any Holo Star, male VTuber, or male content creator in your stream. And now you randomly drop a Holo Star name. Holo Stars are a blight to everything that falls under cover. I often even wonder why cover keeps them around, but this is besides the point. You made a promise that you wouldn't do such things and that you wouldn't change. Oh my god. Already I am cringing my...
Holo Stars is a blight to everything that falls under cover.
Ass off.
Oh, Nerissa is probably having sex with Vesper Noir. Vesper Noir is having sex with all of your female Oshis. Even the male Oshis is having sex with everyone. Why do you think Gora had to graduate? It's because she got pregnant with Vesper's child. It's not true, but I like to imagine that guys were like, Russia betrayed me. At least I still have Nerissa.
What is this?
Yes, medium rare.
For listening to outside
that's the right video.
Why do you keep listening to all those beggars that want to see you fail, fall into obscurity, and become trash? Like Niji Sanji, what used to be V-Shoujo, or FaZe? Look at this right here. This is all coming from this absolute crash out of a twitlonger right here. It's a TLDR. The guy's upset that Nerissa mentioned a guy's name on stream. In this case, Octavio, who She was trying to get on the song Bird Brain, which is a Kisane Teto song, and she was talking about the behind the scenes, about the cover that happened, I think, yesterday, and she was going through all the details and all. She mentioned that she was trying to get a Hollow Stars member in the cover for a voice cameo, in this case, Octavia, who I think is a very underrated VTuber, as a matter of fact. But in the end, she ended up going with a different person, not in Hollow Stars, and that's Christian Banas. I never heard of this guy
A lot of
before.
people were also angry when Liz collabed with Hollow Stars. Dude, a lot of people were like seething when Magni with the Salt collab. So it's like Magni, Vesper, was it Ame? No. Who's that? Who's the one? Who's the one with the pink hair? Right?
But I looked up his name and it turns out he's a Genshin Impact voice actor. So props to Narissa for getting somebody from that caliber. But here's the thing. Idol culture tends to
Kali.
have a very dark side, and that's to do with fans who believe that
Crony and
females
more.
collaborate-
Yeah, Crony. Like, remember the fucking crash out people were having because they're like, Vesper is fucking Mori and Crony. Like, guys, hello, knock knock, are your gaydars broken? Vesper is the like. I would be surprised if Vesper was straight. I would be surprised if Vesper is straight. Dude, come on. Let's be real here. Also, it felt more like fucking gay guys with their lesbian friends just hanging out. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real for 1 second, guys. Please. Please.
with males automatically equals, oh, they must be dating, they must be having sex behind the scenes. It's a lot of torture. It's insane. Look at this. Why did you break that promise? Why did you feel like you had to name drop one of them? Do you hate us jailbirds? What has happened over the past year that you want to harm your loyal fan base over and over again? Why do you keep listening to all those Did you forget what happened in 2022?
Dude, it's like this. Thank you to Chicken for the video. Let me this is the video, wait. This is the Russia fan after he found out that Russia married that producer, the music producer guy. Give me back.
落ち着いて大丈夫だから
落ち着けるわけないやろ
絶対戻ってくるって
だって僕は信じてたんだよルシアルと結婚してなくていつか僕が絶対に守ってあげるって言ってたのにそんな
大丈夫だから
大丈
落ち着いて
夫じゃないよ
大丈夫じゃないよ大丈夫じゃないよ Oh my god, you can feel the emotions. I love that.
ついて
落ち着けないよ
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you know how painful this is? Russia actually released like was it like a White Day or a Valentine's Day merch that's like an engagement ring, and all of her unicorns bought the engagement rings, and they're like, "Oh, I'm engaged to Russia," and then they find out that last December, was it like the December of that year, she got married to like Mafu Mafu.
Obviously, he's referring to the Rashia and Mafu drama that got her terminated from Hololive, and it's
Yeah, it was like it literally was a Russia engagement ring. That's her merch, an engagement ring, a promise ring. So all of the fucking unicorns are like, we're married to Russia.
it's sad that people, they just latch on to old drama and they try to use that as an excuse for other talents to not follow through with collaborating with males. It's all over because she was trying to get a male on a cover that, mind you, is almost at 1 million views. It's on track to becoming one of her most popular covers of all of her entire channel. But clearly what's happening with, Hollow Stars and Hololive girls is that, they've been continuing to collaborate with males because, as you can see on my screen, Shiori Novella collaborated with Gerard from Hollow Stars English, and I even did a video about that on my channel, so you can check that out too. But
actually, the thing is, okay, if you think that this girl is like super perfect, why would she have sex with some random guy? Yeah. That I mean, like, if you're like, he's not good enough for her, right? So why are you jealous? I mean, if you trust your Oshi that she's not gonna like do that because she's like perfect and everything, she's not gonna do that. Don't worry, guys. You can trust me. I'm not having sex. I'm too disgusting. I'm just too old. I'm too old. I promise you, I'm not having sex. I'm too old to have sex. I'm almost, dude. I'm turning 39. Okay, enough.
what's happening is that this is not the first time that he's tried to take down the wrist of Ravencroft with him. The guy's known as Myron, and he complained last year for some other nonsense. Look at this right here. I think this is possibly the least hyped concert so far. It's just radio silence. It's most likely Blood Raven in the concert. Look at this. It's not mean to point out the fact. It's not like she has streamed a lot in the past 6 months to make a decent hype for the concert, unlike last year where she even released In My Feelings. No one is saying that she isn't working hard, but you're trying to justify bad decisions.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are a few holo talents with relationships already. Yeah, like, you have to compartmentalize. You have to compartmentalize that the anime avatar you are in love with has like a separate life. Even a dying star can be reignited with enough effort.
Issue when stuff like Requiem for Love gets announced on Twitter, becomes a premiere, which are broken without a stream. We're not even getting schedules anymore. My guy Larissa is a very busy person. They're going to forget something sometimes, and that is perfectly fine. Look what happened. If you thought being a jailbird, sometimes can get a little, difficult. You have to look at Gargura for fuck's sake. She wasn't streaming that much in her last 2 years in Hololive. Just ask Gura's fans how they feel. All right, just this guy just feels entitled to know everything about Larissa, what she's doing, what she plans to do, and she actually responded to this guy, and this is what she said: "No offense, but I'm working really hard and regularly don't have any PC. YouTube on phone doesn't allow for a lot. Sorry you're disappointed in me. I guess I'll just do my best. But to be honest, reading this doesn't motivate me at all, especially when I've been doing so much behind the scenes. It's hard for me to not be able to share it with you and to not be around either. Seeing stuff like this makes me think you think I'm doing nothing and screwing around. Thanks to those who are understanding and for waiting for me patiently despite my lack of ability to entertain well right now."
Okay, enough. I don't want to read that shit anymore. Dude, you think Mafu won the lottery, but no. He got hit with a nuke. You date a real life Menhera? You think you're like, oh, Menheras are so nice in anime format. In fantasy, Menheras are nice. But if you marry a real life Menhera, IRL, dude, prepare to suffer, bro. Dude, yesterday my stream got suspended because I was playing music. So I can't believe YouTube did that to me. Everyone wants deranged woman until a deranged woman walks into their life. Yeah, like me, right? You want an old deranged hag? You think you want this? I don't even want this. What the adult cuddle party? What the fuck is wrong with this? Ew. I'm not. Are you guys okay with cuddling with people you don't fucking know or care about? I won't. I want to cuddle with someone I know and love and treasure. Or if you're my friend. Who the fuck? Oh, wait. Russia's fan did breaks down, but it's hardcore. Wait. Oh shit, here you go. If you don't know what happened to Mafu Mafu and Russia, here you go. Mikineko and Mafu Mafu situation in under 5 minutes, because it's like a really long issue. Like there's a lot of content, so let's just watch this 5 minute breakdown. Why won't it full screen? What the fuck? Do you see that? This... Oh shit! This fucking fan art! Holy fuck! It brings so much memories. They divorced. Yeah, it was just an 8-month marriage, bro. I hope this mentions like the hamster. Didn't like someone kill the hamster or some shit? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's such a long, there's like a long thing. Here we go. Claims that Miki Neko was harassing him by constant accusations of cheating and forced him to do a variety of actions that were abusive. 24-hour Discord to confirm no cheating occurred. Verbal abuse, blaming and forcing Mafu. Dude, you're like, I'm your wife, right? Discord call right now. I don't care if you have a job. 24-hour Discord call right now. Oh, claims Mikineko had an affair with Bisan after the divorce. Bisan went to Mafu and confirmed that cheating was occurring during the marriage. Claims that on Christmas, Mikineko didn't buy Mayu. Didn't buy Mayu and instead met with Bisan. Didn't meet. Dude, dude, you know, okay, they're glossing over this issue, but in one of the interviews, Mafu actually went to the house. He bought a house for Mikineko. So it was December. But he's not allowed to live in the house with Mikineko. So it was December, it's Christmas. He went to the house, he knocked on it. Mikineko was there with some other guy during Christmas. In the house that he bought that he can't even live in. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Mafu Mafu bought a house for the marriage and didn't live together with Mikineko. They didn't mention the cheating thing that Mafu Mafu actually saw Mikineko in the house with the guy. Hi, Alcavia. It's Rusha. Must pay 1 million yen to compensate. Mikineko cat is blind in both eyes and old. Mikineko claims that water is clean when she leaves, but sometimes her cat gets the water dirty on her. That's about it. Like, oh shit! Do you think there's like a Vesper graduation? In 5 minutes. Someone should do that. Someone should do that. Oh, a 3-minute video about Vesper noise. Okay. Why was Vesper suspended? I want to watch this.
So I got suspended. It's a little bit difficult to explain and like stay within the boundaries that I'm supposed to.
I know how he got suspended, bro. He was sucking dick behind the Denny's parking lot. And then he got caught. Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell you like straight up, like I got suspended because I lost my temper. It is easily, and then this goes back to like my family, right? And then they were able to ground me a little bit, right? My quick temper is by a very wide margin the worst part of who I am. I have a quick temper now. I used to have just like a straight up bad temper when I was a young lad. Just like a ill-tempered.
He and Magni got caught in the Denny's. And then Hololive was like, this is a PR nightmare. We have to graduate these two, or we're gonna spend like a couple million yen in like covering up every time they have sex in a Denny's parking lot.
And it took a long time and a lot of therapy for me to get better at that. And I improved it, and I got cocky. I thought, oh, I don't really have like a temper anymore. I'm past that. I'm older. I'm wiser. I don't have a quick temper or a bad temper.
I miss them.
It's still there.
I miss them too, Alcavi.
Like 100% of the time, the suboptimal choice to lose your temper. There's like never going to be a situation. There has never been a situation in my own life where I was just like, yeah, the best course of action in that particular situation was to lose my temper. It's just like never a good thing. That's never the right option. And that's not to say that like you should never get angry. there's a difference between getting angry and losing your temper, right? Because you could be angry but still communicate effectively, try to solve problems, try to be mature and wise. You can still do that. People that lose their temper like turn into like children, right? Like, yeah. And it was definitely.
Dude, I almost designed myself to have like gray white hair like Vesper, and then I realized I would start looking like Vesper because I already have purple eyes. I'm gonna look like Vesper.
A wake-up call, and it was just like, hey, you're not as wise or as mature as you think you are.
Brown
Like, there's
is
still room for you
good,
to
a
grow,
sensible brown.
and you need to like own up to it and just be like, you shouldn't have done that.
Sorry, I'm drinking water.
At the end of the day, the people that like suffered the most for it were the Vesties, right? That's like what I was thinking about the most over Thanksgiving, and then when I went camping. It's different when I was just by myself at the library and I was just like working day to day. I actually lost my temper a lot less, but that's besides the point. Back then,
It's a cool
back then, if I
brown.
lost my temper and I got into trouble and I screwed myself over, it would just be me that would be paying for it, and then I would just be like, well, you deserve that. And it wouldn't like affect me too much and I could move on, but I can't really do that anymore. I can't.
Sorry,
I can't.
Vesper.
Because my life is completely different
I need
now.
to suck your dick right now.
I'm at the head of a community, right? The Vesties are like a community. And then because I messed up the community, the Vesties like had to suffer. You didn't hear anything about me. Like I couldn't say anything. And you're just like waiting, and you didn't know anything that happened. I've learned. I can't just assume that like things that are the way that they've always been, and that like I can just continue acting the way that I've acted, because things are different. My life is very different, and I have responsibilities to a lot of people, and I have to keep better control of my actions, and I will do that, and I do regret it. I do. Yeah. To the people that have like stuck around, I am very sorry.
Naked Dosega. Naked Dosega for my forgiveness, Vesper. Take off the clothes. Take off the clothes, Vesper. I will never forgive you. I need naked Dosega right now.
I'm very, very sorry. One thing that I am good at is that like I don't often make the same mistake twice, and I have no intention of ever making this mistake ever again. Ever again. Okay? And I think that's about the extent of what I could talk about. So we will move forward, and we will never speak of it again. Just to keep it safe, just to keep it okay, right? And I'm going to stream as much as I can.
Damn, look at his
I'm gonna jump right back into it and then do it.
Look at his 0.2 design reveal. I was going insane because when he showed
This is not the 2.0. I'm just hiding my body. I will. There's stuff that we need to do first. We need to talk. We need to talk about stuff.
I'm here. I'm screaming
I wanna show
somewhere
you,
here.
I want to look over like the prediction art. This is gonna be like a canon.
Hang
Oh
I'm
my
here
God.
somewhere.
Okay, all right. I know I said no bit. All right. I know I said no bit. Hold on. Hear me out.
Where
Hear me
am
out.
I? I saw myself.
I'm in my new body right now, and I'm not ready to show it to you yet. This is not a bit. I'm hiding. This is not a bit. I'm just hiding my body. I'm a little. This is not the 2.0. I'm just hiding my body. I will. There's stuff that we need to do first. We need to talk. We need to talk about stuff, and then I want to show you. I want to look over like the prediction art. This is gonna be like a canon.
It would have been nice if he just fucking started streaming as Morphle Roche. Hello. When are you getting married? Foot warts? Okay, I wanna see
Here's
the
a
foot
condition
warts.
that's a bit too clingy. If you see thickened skin with these little black coagulated blood vessels, you should be thinking of common foot warts. Nearly all of us have been exposed to the human papillomavirus. It causes warts in about 10% of people. They can be a nightmare to get rid of. Let me explain.
By the way, if you want to master your OSCEs and your Vibers, you may be interested in my guide Never Forget Clinical Exams. Comment OSCE for some free pages.
Our skin varies in thickness throughout the body, but the thickest is on the feet. Top layer is effectively dead. It's mainly composed of keratin. It gets there from cells which have been pushed upwards. Right at the bottom in the basal layer is where we find stem cells, which replicate and push all those cells upwards. This
Sorry, I wanna learn about warts.
is what's interesting about HPV. Firstly, it binds to cells in the basal layer.
Bye,
which tend to
medium
be
rare.
exposed
Good
by
night.
abrasions in the skin. This is why scars and wounds tend
Yeah,
to pick up warts.
I miss Morph too. I miss Morph. I should draw Morph.
And secondly, they'll only bind
I still ship Morph with Betel.
to keratinocytes that are no longer alive. When inside, the virus proliferates until it bursts out of these dying keratinocytes. And this cycle keeps continuing. Fortunately, it is possible for our immune system to keep that virus at bay, but ultimately they hang around a long time. Treatment options are vast. You can tape them to macerate the skin, freeze them with cryotherapy. In severe cases, you can literally scrape the tissue off of them, or you can apply creams to induce inflammation. Got another patient for you, but you're gonna have to follow me.
Ugh. Why did I watch that? I don't want to learn about warts anymore. See. Where's the ghost? I need ghosts. Life ruined. Formix, you ever done artwork for a game before? Officially, no. For a fan game, yes. I made some assets for okay. Can I talk about this? There was going to be a Magni game for Magni, but then he graduated. And I made some assets for that game. But yeah, it wasn't released because he graduated. And we were like, it was like 95% done. Like the game was 95% done. It only had like a little bit more of like programming to do, and then Magni's like, bye guys, I'm graduating. Sayonara. Fucking there. Hi, good friend. I did plan on making like a visual novel with a friend one time, but it didn't go anywhere. Where's the ghost video? Pokimane just got destroyed by the internet. Men ruined gaming. What? Where's the ghost? The ghost videos are gone. Anyway, should I start drawing? Oh shit. Special needs cat. Gamers ruined everything. Oh, by the way, what day is it today? Yesterday was the Gooniversary. Do you remember that guy? The one that like suicided himself after driving into like that sexy drive-through without pants on, and then he got clowned on, and then he killed himself. Happy Gooniversary. Sad story. Man commits suicide after going pantsless in a drive-through. Let's see. 1 year ago. And then he kills he kills himself. There, but for the grace of God, go.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
You're driving while gooning. I think he just like, he could have just said, oh, I'm actually gay and I'm just wearing short shorts. Like me, look. I'm wearing short shorts right now. Okay. 30-year prison. Okay, we discussed what's her name? We discussed the Nerissa issue, we discussed the Russia issue, we discussed Vesper. Do you wanna hear something? You wanna hear something? Did you guys watch Lando? I should. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Do you guys watch Lando? You miss Noah? You missed a lot, Rusty. You missed a lot. Horrible Karen deaths ever? What the fuck? Okay. I need to start working on Alcavi.
In today's video, we're breaking down the most horrible Karen deaths ever recorded. From a woman who lost control over a simple parking dispute, triggering chaos in the middle of traffic, to a Karen who kept taunting someone she thought she could intimidate,
oh, shit.
And the response happened faster than anyone expected.
Okay, let's open up.
It was September 19th, 2016, on a 4-lane commercial road in a suburb west of Chicago. Morning traffic was building as commuters moved through the corridor toward nearby office parks and shopping centers.
We're doing the
Cars
arm.
filled the curbside parking lane outside a strip of small businesses, leaving only tight spaces between vehicles. Patrice Holden was 48 years old and had lived in the area for more than a decade. She worked part-time in an office nearby and often stopped along the commercial strip in the mornings to grab coffee or pick up small items before work. According to neighbors, she reacted strongly to small disputes, especially when she felt other people were ignoring basic rules. Several people who knew her later told investigators that she frequently confronted drivers about how they parked around her car. At about 8:10 a.m., Patrice pulled into a curbside parking space in front of a convenience store, where she often stopped for coffee. The road carried steady morning traffic heading toward nearby office parks. She parked between two vehicles and remained inside her sedan with the engine running. A dark gray compact sedan soon pulled into the narrow space beside her. The
Did she get
37-year-old
murdered?
driver parked within the painted lines and began stepping out of the vehicle. Patrice immediately leaned across her steering wheel and started shouting through her window that he had parked too close. Witnesses said the man initially tried to ignore the comments before briefly responding that he had parked within the lines. Patrice abruptly stepped out of her car. As the confrontation escalated, the driver returned to his seat and closed the door. Patrice walked to the front of the gray sedan and continued yelling while pointing toward the tight space between the vehicles. Several nearby drivers slowed down or turned their heads to watch the argument. She moved closer to the windshield. Witnesses later said she struck the glass with the flat of her hand and pounded on it several more times while the driver remained seated inside the vehicle. Patrice then turned back to her car, reached through the open door, and grabbed a disposable coffee cup from the center console. She stepped back toward the gray sedan
Did she die?
and splashed the contents across the windshield and driver's side window, with
Did
some of the
she-
liquid
did she
entering
get
through
shot?
the partially open window. Witnesses described the driver wiping his face and the inside of the glass. Patrice shouted several more comments before turning away. She got back into her own sedan and slammed the door for several seconds. Both vehicles remained where they were. Then the gray sedan's engine started. According to witnesses, the driver appeared visibly angry.
Damn,
Instead of pulling away normally,
did
the
he
sedan
get- did she get
accelerated
run
suddenly from
over?
the curb space. The front bumper
Not
struck
the
the rear
Starbucks.
corner of Patrice's parked car.
Not the fucking
The contact
Starbucks, bro.
occurred at an angle. Rather than sliding the vehicle sideways, the impact caused Patrice's sedan to pivot outward from the curb. The rear of her car swung into the traffic lane, while the front remained near the parking space. The movement placed the driver's side of her car partially into the right travel lane. At that moment, a fully loaded 10-wheel delivery truck was approaching in
Oh,
that lane
shit.
at about 35 miles per hour. The truck driver saw the sedan rotate into the roadway only seconds before the collision. Witnesses later reported hearing the horn and the sound of heavy braking, but the distance was too short to stop. The truck struck the driver's side of Patrice's sedan with significant force. The impact crushed the side of the vehicle and pushed it several feet down the roadway before both vehicles came to a stop. Bystanders ran toward the wreckage almost immediately. Patrice remained inside the vehicle, which had sustained severe intrusion into the driver's compartment. Emergency services were called immediately. Paramedics arrived quickly
Is
and
this
began emergency
hen too
treatment
big?
before transporting her to a nearby trauma hospital. Despite rapid medical care, she did not survive the injuries sustained in the crash. The medical examiner later determined the cause of death was catastrophic blunt force trauma resulting from the side impact collision with the truck. Police interviewed
Ooh. Ew. Ew, what the fuck? Also, Mickey got that character from Barra game you called Red Rand. Oh, the Red Randon. The sedan may or may not have been gray. Oh, here we go! Here we go! Scary movie while I draw! Not movie. Scary video while I draw!
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. If you want to see some scary videos,
Slapped ham? Have your hams ever been slapped, chat?
then you're in the right spot. Just hit that subscribe button, sit back,
Let me
relax, and
slap
enjoy
your
the creepy
ham.
content.
Okay, there, you can go there, slapped ham.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
Here's a scary clip that's left viewers genuinely unsettled. The video was uploaded to TikTok by author Kyle Anthony, who opens the clip by telling viewers he's just seen the scariest thing on his crawl space camera.
Crawl space?
And what was captured.
Why would you have a camera in your crawl space, bro? Stop being fucking stupid, bro.
He continues by saying he can't tell whether someone might be secretly living beneath his house, or whether what he saw was something else
There,
entirely.
I'm drawing on my tablet.
It looks so freaky. Is there a person under my crawl space? Is there some like hidden tunnel where they're getting access to it somehow without opening it? There's nothing else on the camera. There's nobody going in. I don't know what to think.
The space is narrow, dark, and claustrophobic. Suddenly, a pale humanoid figure seems to emerge from the shadows. While difficult to see at first, once you brighten the footage, its appearance is unmistakable.
Oh my god, I'm burping. I'm sorry. Burping.
The clip then cuts back to the homeowner who says the shape looks like a person.
That looks like a person. Sorta.
He begins to wonder whether someone could be accessing the crawl space through a hidden tunnel, pointing out that there's no footage of anyone entering or exiting, no doors opening, no movement on other cameras, nothing that explains how a person could be down there at all.
Is there a person under my crawl space? Is there some like hidden tunnel where they're getting access to it?
It's me. I was the person in the crawl
There's
space.
nothing else on the camera. There's nobody going in.
Clearly unnerved, he jokes about filling the entire crawl space with concrete, encasing whatever's inside.
How many yards of concrete do you think it'll take to fill in this whole daggone thing? Whatever's in there, we'll just encase it in concrete.
One comment in particular stood out. A viewer, claiming to be a channeler, wrote that the figure was an apparition, intentionally revealing itself. According to them, it wasn't hiding. It was letting itself be seen, possibly to draw the homeowner back to the crawl space to discover something it wanted found.
Yeah.
Whether this was a trick of shadows, an intruder, or
It's
something
just me.
paranormal, the clip has left viewers uneasy.
It's just me. I'm in the crawl space. You know I can fit in a crawl space, right? I'm like 4 feet 10. I'm 4 feet 10. I can fit in a box. I can fit in like your coffee table. You know those fucking coffee tables where it's like, the coffee table with like the cabinets here. I could fit in those things, bro. Don't test me.
Here's a short but unsettling clip that left viewers unsure what they were witnessing. The bizarre video shows a driver attempting to make a right-hand turn. The man isn't crossing, he isn't gesturing, he isn't reacting to the car at all. He's simply standing there, frozen in place.
Boss is stuck in time, you know. Are you stuck in time?
Concerned, the driver stops his vehicle and gets out. He walks around to face the man directly, circling in front of him to get a better look. Still, there's no response.
He's jammed in the Matrix.
I think this guy is just high on meth. I think this guy is just high on fucking meth, bro. I like a big hand. Ooh.
Boss is stuck in time, you know. Are you stuck in time?
Throw some fentanyl on the ground. See if he moves.
The driver then waves his hand directly in front of the man's face, testing whether he'll react. Nothing happens. The man remains completely still, as if unaware of his surroundings.
Yo, that's mad. How he just stood still like that? Nah. This guy's bugging.
In the comments, interpretations quickly split. Some viewers leaned toward the bizarre, suggesting the clip resembled a glitch in the Matrix, a moment where reality itself seemed to pause. Others were far more concerned. Several commenters pointed out that the man's behavior could be consistent with a seizure, dissociative episode, or another serious neurological condition.
Jammed in the Matrix.
The video then ends without showing what happened next, leaving viewers with unanswered questions. While the uploader seems to think it was a genuine glitch caught on camera, what's your take on the situation? Are we witnessing a breakdown in the simulation, or is there another way to explain this bizarre behavior? Let me know your theories in the comments section below.
How he just stood still like that?
Nah.
This guy's bugging.
Here's a chilling image that's left viewers deeply unsettled, especially because it was captured while everyone in the house was asleep. The image was uploaded to TikTok by These Haunted Hills, who explains that the homeowner's motion-activated camera was triggered at 4:45 AM. In the image, a dark, shadowy figure appears to be sitting or hovering over the sleeping person. The shape is humanoid, lacking clear facial features, but distinct enough to suggest a presence rather than a random shadow. The figure's position makes it look as though it's looming directly over the individual. The homeowner acknowledges that their raised arm may have triggered the motion sensor. It looks as if it's touching or reaching toward the shadowy figure, or perhaps even being lifted up. That detail is what unsettled many viewers the most. In the comments, some suggested the image could be an optical illusion caused by low light conditions, camera artifacts,
Low light
or the way
conditions? How about
infrared
you
sensors
shut
interpret
the
movement
fuck
in
up?
dark rooms.
I love 3D models rendering them in a video pretending it's a guy. And is the substance of oracles. Smoking crack. Dude, fucking Oh, did you know you can die from like touching Fent? Like, wasn't there like a cop? The cop had like a heart attack because he was like looking at like a car or whatever, and there's like trace amounts of Fent, and then he fucking touched it, and then he fucking died.
Others focused on sleep paralysis, pointing out how closely the image resembles the phenomenon reported for centuries. During sleep paralysis, people often wake up unable to move, while experiencing vivid hallucinations that feel completely real. One of the most common features described across cultures is a shadowy figure seen sitting on or hovering near the chest or bed, sometimes watching silently. Many sufferers report intense fear, a sense of pressure, and the feeling that the figure is physically present in the room. Because the brain is partially dreaming while the body is awake, these figures can appear incredibly detailed and convincing. So what do you think? Does this creepy photo show proof of a sleep paralysis demon caught on camera? Or is there another way to explain what it shows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. This next series of scary videos show why it is a wise decision to install a home security camera. The first video was posted to TikTok by StephenJohn7015 and shows footage captured at around 12:30 AM. The street is quiet when a vehicle pulls up and stops directly outside the house. Then the driver gets out. Instead of approaching the door, the individual appears to immediately begin taking photos of the house, with visible flashes going off. After taking several photos, the individual walks away. However, they return a short time
Hi,
later.
Grimjow! I'm drawing on my iPad while we watch ghost videos.
Explanation pointing out that what you can see in the video is
Oh, I remember a female cop just touched the Fent and she needed yeah, Fent is like super fucking dangerous. It's also why, you know, a lot of students, you know, college students, like fucking overdose on Fent because they're like, oh, I'm gonna get some ecstasy, and you know, it came in a like baggie that held Fent. So they're taking like ecstasy or whatever the fuck, and it's now laced with Fent, and they just fucking die. Their hearts give out, and then they die. Hi, Grimjow!
Red camera flash.
Hi, Copperman's Barrel Maker 7176.
This flash normally goes unnoticed to the naked eye, however, cameras can pick it up. While that theory could account for the apparent flashes, it does nothing to explain the person's odd and unsettling behavior. Several commenters noted the person's movement looked intentional. A number of viewers urged the homeowner to ask neighbours if their cameras captured the same person, suggesting the incident could be part of a larger pattern. Here's a similar piece of unsettling security footage that was uploaded to TikTok by Wired Eyes.
Who's that guy? Who are those? Are those the ghosts?
The poster explains that the incident began when their daughter suddenly ran into their room in a panic. She said she had seen someone at the window. At first, the parent assumed she'd had a nightmare, but to be safe, they checked the home's security camera footage.
Get a gun, bro. Get a gun.
The footage shows two unfamiliar people standing outside the house, directly beneath the windows. Again, we can see the flashing effect coming from one of their mobile phones. Once again, their behavior looks deliberate, as if they are searching the property for a potential robbery.
Yeah, get a gun, bro. Get a gun.
In the comments, viewers reacted with alarm. Some urged the family to contact the police immediately. And finally, this last piece of scary security footage shows the stakes escalating even further.
Who the fuck?
The video was uploaded to TikTok by XLYSSXBXL.
I think this isn't ghost. This is more like a bunch of thieves, robbers. They're scoping your house. Get a gun. Get a gun.
And was recorded in Visalia, California. According to the caption, the incident occurred on June 11th, 2025 at approximately
Yeah, I know,
9
Coops. I know who you are. I just want to read your full name. Cooper means Barrel Maker
The unsettling footage
7176.
shows a woman, the uploader's sister, being chased up her driveway by an unknown man.
Wasn't there like this girl that's like, when you have a baseball bat, put a sock on the baseball bat so that when you swing, and then if the robber grabs the bat, he will grab the sock, and then you can pull your baseball bat free, and you can hit the guy again. They're ghosts.
The clip captures the moment she reaches her apartment and opens the door. The man follows closely behind, coming right up to the entrance. Instead of stopping there, he continues toward the back gate, moving through the property as if looking for another way in. The man can be heard calling out what sounds like "lady," a detail that many viewers found especially disturbing given how close he already was.
I'd be like, I'm calling 911 right now. I have a rifle in one hand and a shotgun in the other.
Incidents like this are a stark reminder that some of the most frightening moments caught on camera don't involve the paranormal. They involve real people with bad intentions.
Okay, wait. Is Alcavi here? Okay, Alcavi. I'll show you. I'm done actually. I'm done. Milky's done. Okay, wait. Where's my clip studio? Go. I'm done, bro. Anyway, I just have to fix some stuff. Look at this. Okay. So we have the heads. Where's the fucking heads? We have the heads. Don't worry. I'll fix this. I know. I'll fix the fucking thing. But we have the head now. We have the bodies. Okay. We have... These are the arms. Hold on. Shut the f... There's a fucking cat howling. See this, Algavi? We're done. We are done. Also, I gave you my shirt. I gave you my shirt, oh shit. I gave you my shirt, by the way, which is like a sleeveless turtleneck. I don't even know what these are. We fixed that. Oh, when I get into the mood, I can finish stuff like really, really fast. And I'm done. I just have to color it in. If you have specific colors like you and you know the numbers, you can give it to me. But if you don't, I'll just take the colors from the picture you sent. Right? Are you okay with the face, by the way? Oh. Are you okay with the face? Dude, I just realized you can... Oh shit, I forgot to add the little whiskeys at the neck part. You kind of look like Rei Ayanami. Why did I draw you like Rei? Why did I draw you like Rei Ayanami? Fuck! Okay. Okay, I'm done with Alcavi. I'm taking a break with Alcavi. And then I'm gonna draw... Can he choose ultraviolet infrared colors? I need more water.
Here's a short clip that's caused a surprising amount of debate.
I'm done with Alcavi. Okay, let's save that. Let's try to
The
finish.
video was posted to Reddit by user ZFastNLoud1, who says the footage was sent to him by his mum after it was captured on their backyard security camera at 8:52 p.m.
Let's try to finish Akashi.
The backyard is fully fenced in, and according to the poster, it was the middle of January, making it unlikely that anyone was running around outside at that time.
Fucking ghosts, bro.
Suddenly, a dark shape appears and moves rapidly across the yard. What makes the clip unsettling is the way the shadow behaves. The movement looks fast and deliberate, almost like a person running, though some viewers noted it appears to move in an unusual way, possibly even backwards.
Backwards?
In the comments, opinions quickly split. Some viewers suggested the shadow could be caused by a small animal, like a cat or raccoon, moving along the fence line and casting an exaggerated silhouette due to the angle of the light. Others weren't convinced. Several people pointed out that the shadow appears bipedal, with a stride that doesn't resemble the four-legged movement most animals would produce. The fact that the yard is enclosed, the wind appears minimal, and no physical body is visible alongside the shadow only added to the confusion.
We'll turn this into like
So what really ran through that backyard? A
monster
animal seemingly
monster
magnified by a
cans.
trick of lighting and perspective, or could it have been an actual shadow person caught on camera?
We're gonna turn this into like monster cans.
On June 18th, 1979, Giancarlo Ciccone, a highly respected and experienced pilot with the Italian Air Force, was flying a routine training mission over northern Italy in a G.91R jet, an aircraft he knew well. Ciccone was not a novice pilot. He was considered calm, disciplined, and technically skilled.
I could just photo
the kind of
out
pilot
of
trusted
space, but
with
that doesn't mean I'll
complex
get it drawn in.
operations.
Oh, okay.
During the flight, Ciccone radioed that he had visual
It
contact
is.
with an unknown object.
It did look like a rabbit.
He described it as dark, cylindrical, and metallic, with no visible wings, markings, or exhaust. It was not emitting sound, contrails, or heat signatures consistent with...
What did he say?
He described it as dark, cylindrical, and metallic.
I know what's dark, cylindrical, and metallic. My strap on.
With no visible wings, markings, or exhaust. It was not emitting sound, contrails, or heat signatures consistent with conventional aircraft. When Ciccone attempted to approach and identify the object, it reacted immediately, accelerating and maneuvering in ways that far exceeded the capabilities of his jet. According to later reconstructions and testimony, the object appeared to pace Ciccone's aircraft, changing direction abruptly and maintaining complete control without any visible means of propulsion. At one point, it reportedly closed distance rapidly, forcing Ciccone into evasive maneuvers. The encounter was brief, but intense. Then just as suddenly as it appeared, the object shot straight upward and vanished. Shortly after the encounter, Ciccone's jet crashed, killing him instantly. The official explanation issued by the
That was like way out, like, oh, and then his plane crashed and he died.
Italian military attributed the crash to pilot error or spatial disorientation, possibly caused by the stress of the aerial maneuvering. No mechanical failure was publicly confirmed, and no definitive cause linking the UFO encounter to the crash was acknowledged. That explanation has never fully satisfied researchers. What makes the Ciccone incident stand out is not just the sighting, but the timing. A trained military pilot reports an unknown craft performing impossible maneuvers, and minutes later, he is dead. Skeptics argue that Ciccone may have misidentified a weather balloon, atmospheric phenomenon, or distant aircraft, and that the crash resulted from disorientation during high-speed pursuit. Supporters counter that such explanations fail to account for the object's controlled movements, sudden acceleration, and vertical escape, behaviors repeatedly reported by military pilots across decades and continents. unlike many UFO cases, the Ciccone incident was acknowledged, not denied. The Italian Air Force confirmed that Ciccone reported an unknown object. What they rejected was the implication that it was anything extraordinary. More than 40 years later, the case remains unresolved. Was the object a misidentified natural phenomenon encountered at the worst possible moment? Or did Ciccone intercept something genuinely unknown? Something that pushed both pilot and aircraft beyond their limits? Whatever the truth, the Ciccone incident stands as a stark reminder that some encounters with the unknown don't end in questions alone. They end in tragedy. If you want to see more scary videos just like these, then hit that subscribe button and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll get a feed filled with our delightfully creepy paranormal listicles.
Listicles?
So when I was a kid, I lived near this church up on a hill in Canada.
A strange story shared on the Max Paranormal YouTube channel has left viewers questioning memory, history, and even reality itself.
And during the breaks, or when we were waiting for our parents to pick us up, we quite often all wait outside. And down the side of the church and around the back was where the graveyard was.
In the video, the channel's host recounts a personal experience involving a churchyard grave in Canada. According to the host, the story begins in childhood. Growing up near a church on a hill, she regularly attended Girl Guides meetings in the church hall. During breaks, the children would often wander outside to the graveyard behind the building. One grave stood out in particular, an above-ground stone tomb. The grave was distinctive, detailed, and unforgettable.
There was one grave that sat above ground, so you know the four sides of stone and with a lid. And on top of the grave was the person's name. And it said Major.
It belonged to a man identified as a major who fought in the First World War. His
Major,
rank, name, service
pain in my
dates, and life details were clearly spelled out in lettering embedded in the stone. The children even gave the grave a nickname, casually referring to it as Major's Tomb. The memory was vivid, repeated over years, and shared among multiple people.
All us girls, the girl guys used to say, "Oh, let's go and sit on Major's tomb," and you know, we say, "Hey, Major," and all that.
Years later, after moving to the UK and returning to Canada in her early 20s, the host decided to revisit the churchyard out of curiosity. She wanted to learn more about the soldier whose grave she remembered so clearly.
Oh, dude! I thought
something was wrong.
I thought my clip studio was hanging. Holy shit!
Straight up to the grave. Grave was still there, and I look at it. I'm like, that's not right. And now it says Captain on it.
Captain.
The grave was still there, but the rank now read Captain, not Major. Confused, she questioned her parents, only to be met with mild dismissal. Still unsettled, she filed the moment away as strange but unresolved. Nearly a decade later, she returned again.
So about 10 years ago now, I was back in the area, and again I was passing by, and I thought, that's really strange. I'm going to go and have a look at that grave. So I've gone up to the graveyard and walked over to the grave, and suddenly it says he's a sergeant, and I'm like...
This time, the same grave bore a third rank. Now it read Sergeant. The lettering looked old and weathered, consistent with the age of the grave. Nothing suggested it had been altered or replaced. At this point, even her parents acknowledged that they remembered her previously saying the rank had changed, a detail that deepened the mystery.
I'm telling my parents about, now he's a sergeant. I don't understand. Why is he a sergeant? I don't understand why he's a sergeant. And they're going, no, hold on, we do remember you saying that he was a captain last time.
The final visit is where the story takes a truly unsettling turn. Accompanied by her partner, the host returned to the churchyard expecting to finally settle the matter. She led them directly to the spot where the above-ground grave had always been, but it was gone.
So, we come up to this churchyard. I say, okay, look, I'm going to show you where it is. It's around the back, by the entrance, and we walk around the back. and there's no above ground grave.
In its place stood a completely different headstone belonging to someone who had died in the 1800s, long before the First World War. The distinctive raised tomb, the one she had climbed on as a child, revisited as an adult and checked multiple times, no longer existed.
And I'm looking around going, where's the grave gone? It was right here. We sat on it when I was a child. I sat on it.
As they searched the graveyard, hoping it had been moved, they found nothing that matched.
She goes, let's walk around, let's have a look. I'm going, no, it's right there, but fine, we'll have a walk around. So if all that wasn't weird enough, he's now just disappeared. There's another grave from somebody who died much earlier.
The host openly wonders whether this could be a timeline shift, a form of reality change, or something related to what commenters suggested might be the Mandela effect. A phenomenon where groups of people remember events, names, or details differently than how they currently exist in recorded history. Was this simply faulty memory stretched over decades? A misunderstanding compounded by time? Or evidence that something about the past and how it's remembered isn't as fixed as we believe? The host leaves viewers with an open question, inviting others to share similar experiences. Because if graves can change or disappear entirely, what else might be quietly rewriting itself while no one is looking?
Like the Epstein files, I guess? Like the Epstein files being rewritten?
Let's walk out the graveyard, and I said, yeah, it's over... And it's not over there anymore. Their gravestone that I saw as I left the time before is not even there anymore. So everything changed. I don't know, what do you think happened?
Well, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching.
That's
if you can't get enough of the scary videos, then check out those 2 links there for more. Leave us some comments down below or smash that thumbs up button. It really helps us out in the algorithm.
Actually, I'ma show you something, guys. I'ma show you this. I'm planning on drawing a Yume fan art using this one. My memory was bad. Is this book here was their memory? Just maybe they're experiencing Alzheimer's and they just don't know it yet. This Mala who the legend? Who the legend? Okay, let's watch random shit while I finish drawing.
What sort of disastrous life choices do you think could make a person lose their federal career, lose their home, end up locked up in a psych ward, and get shipped straight to a homeless shelter, all in a single year? Because for this young man here, the answer is shockingly, terrifyingly simple. It is food.
Food?
And let's get one thing straight right now. This is not just a video about a guy who eats a little too much on camera. No, we're talking about a 27-year-old man who had a real shot at a stable life. And we all watched him throw every single piece of it in the garbage because of a food addiction that spiraled completely out of control for views, till it got to the devastating point where his own legs literally gave out.
Damn!
My body is not strong enough to hold this weight.
Today we're going all the way in and leaving nothing out.
Dude, I'm on the toilet right now, and something doesn't want to come out.
From the insane thousands of calories per bite to the dark, heartbreaking truth of why this entire mess actually started, this is the full, unfiltered, totally unhinged story of Tismala Hood Legend. Okay, before we get into the heavy stuff, because this rabbit hole has real deep layers, let's quickly think back to when mukbangs first started. It was this super chill, niche corner of the internet, where you'd sit down, eat some good-looking food, talk to the camera, and just vibe. Honestly, at its best, it was kind of comforting, just like having a meal with a friend. But then TikTok took over, and suddenly the entire thing became something completely unrecognizable. The portions got aggressively bigger, and the content got way more extreme. Creators figured out that the more you eat, and the more extreme your physical reaction is, the more people watch.
Ew.
Some fries.
It's that craziness that the algorithm rewards, and you know what comes after that? Fame and money. And one of the creators who leaned all the way into that toxic formula was Terrell Earl. He's a 27-year-old Bronx native, better known everywhere as Tismala Hood Legend. If you've spent literally any meaningful time on TikTok in the last couple of years, you probably already have his catchphrase burned into your brain.
Every day we eat good. Every day we eat good too. Every day we eat good shrimp. Every day we eat good. Every day we eat good.
I want a burger.
Every day we eat good. Guys, this wasn't just an intro. It literally became his entire identity. But when you look at Tismala from 2 or 3 years ago versus where he's sitting right now,
Jesus.
the physical transformation is genuinely
What
terrifying.
the fuck?
This man got significantly, dangerously bigger in a very short amount of time. Start catching glimpses of things you literally cannot unsee. He's filming from his bed and breaks it because just getting up is too much effort. He's sitting in
Goddamn.
chairs that look like they're actively straining under the pressure. You can hear him breathing heavily just from the act of existing. And then sometimes the fast food king literally has an oxygen mask strapped to his face. It's unbelievable how one loves food like this. You look at the comments and people are genuinely concerned while others are ruthless. Like, how do you go from every day we eat good to being mocked as every day we breathe good? And then you have people like Mason who are literally dropping countdowns on his life expectancy right in the comments section. Something is seriously medically wrong here. And then there's the noise. If you know, you know. The guy has this heavy, strained, annoying moan he makes with every single bite. It sounds like his body is fighting him.
Jesus.
But really,
I hate
what
that.
happened to Tismala? Well, there are two main theories going around the internet about why this happens. The first one is purely physical. People think this grown adult is so severely overweight that it genuinely requires immense physical effort just to breathe and chew at the same time. But then there's theory 2. Theory 2 is that this is a totally deliberate, manipulative content strategy. Some people think that Tismala is doing those moans specifically to sound pathetic so viewers would feel bad and send him money on Cash App, which is something in character for him to pull.
I'm begging. Send me money to my PayPal so I can eat. I don't want to go through this no more. Send me money to my PayPal so I could eat. Can you guys send me money to my PayPal?
Now, let me paint you the full, horrifying picture of what a typical day of content looks like for this man. I mean, you might think that you've seen food addiction, but trust me, you've not seen one at this scale. I'm not exaggerating when I say this guy was eating like every single meal was his absolute last day on earth. Look at this spread. 2 hot chocolates from IHOP, strawberry cheesecake pancakes, hash browns, bacon.
First up, we got 2 cups of hot chocolate from IHOP, which is 240 calories right off the bat. Next up, we got 2 strawberry cheesecake pancakes, which is 890 calories. And then we got 2 fried eggs, which is 170 calories. And then he went ahead and washed that down with 2 pieces of bacon, which is 100
Okay,
calories.
I'm done with
Next
this
up, looks like
one.
he had an order of hash browns, which is 180 calories. Not a complete
I can
breakfast
post
without an
this
order of
now.
onion rings from IHOP,
Jollibee
which
has
is
burgers.
470
Jolly
calories.
Burger. I don't like. I mean, it's okay. My memory was okay.
Next up, we got a BLT sandwich with French fries from IHOP, which is
Send me so I can eat.
730 calories.
Yeah,
And
it
added an extra
reminds you of me, huh? Now send me money so I can eat.
104 calories.
Well, I'm not like 400 gajillion pounds, but I am hungry.
The 1 slice of American cheese. And then after he spent the rest of the cuff of money.
And you guys, this is just breakfast. We haven't even hit noon yet. That's well over 1,000 calories in one sitting just to kick off the morning. And the dedicated TikTok
Takashi,
accounts
no.
that made it their entire
Why
mission
am
to
I
track
caps
his
locks?
daily caloric intake were running the
Takashi
math
art.
so we didn't have to. The numbers they were calculating were absolutely staggering.
Yeah, so the new amount is 4,548 calories. Is how much he had
What
in
the
one
fuck?
sitting.
Then he'd come back just a few hours later
I
for
would die
round
if I
2.
eat that much calories.
Vienna sausages and biscuits, a Philly cheesesteak loaded with extra cheese, baby back ribs, junior bacon cheeseburgers from Wendy's, a massive DoorDash
I'm just
Jamaican
posting my
spread,
art.
oxtail gravy, jerk chicken, rice and peas, lamb chops, fried shrimp, fried chicken wings, bags and bags of chips, honey buns, 2-liter bottles of soda. The list goes on and on and on. Plus, we're not even talking about one of those meals happening in a single day. We're talking about multiple rounds, multiple DoorDash orders, multiple fast food trips every single day, 7 days a week. It was like a loop of eat, eat, and eat.
Okay, who should we draw? I hate the I hate the weird moaning. Oh. Ugh.
Now, you might be sitting there or standing however you're positioned right now thinking, okay, surely some of this is home cooked and not quite as bad as the takeout, right? Nope. Even his home cooked meals were deep fried, heavily processed, and insanely calorie dense. There is
Hey, I ate 2 eggs yesterday. Aren't you proud of me?
zero balance
I ate 2
anywhere in its
eggs.
content. No greens, no fresh fruit, no water. The food
No
pyramid
water?
literally does not exist in Tismala's universe. The average adult is supposed to consume around 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day, but based on what the tracking accounts were calculating, and they were being
Where's
conservative
my
because they
mouse?
could only count
Fuck.
what he actually posted on camera, Tismala's definitely hitting double, sometimes triple that number in a single sitting. His full day's intake was off the charts.
He buys crazy meals, bro, and drinks mad soda. I deadass just feel bad for this at this point, bro. I really hope he gets some help, cause this.
Now, when you live your life recklessly that way, you shouldn't be surprised when the consequences come knocking. This foodie literally got online to describe one of his bathroom experiences that sounded like a full-blown medical emergency. He was talking about extreme, agonizing pain, about how it hurt to even attempt to use the bathroom.
Oh.
I'm on the toilet right now, and something doesn't want to come out. Something so insidious.
Well,
so
he doesn't
evil
drink
as
water.
Rare.
Right?
It's completely clear his digestive system was screaming for help. See, it got so bad he literally has to lie down on his side just to wipe himself.
What are we watching, bro? What are we watching?
The internet
What are we
was physically recoiling. We had creators reacting in pure disgust.
Somebody gonna wipe your ass, but it ain't gonna be me.
And this was even in a public bathroom. Just imagine accidentally
Public
walking in on that sight.
bathroom?
All I can think about is being in a Walmart. Is being in a Walmart or a Target or a Taco Bell, where the fuck you at? And you go in the bathroom, and first of all, you walk into a crazy smell, and then you go like to pee or something, you just see this nigga laying on the ground wiping his ass.
This is exactly what eating like this every single day does to a human body. And you know what the most alarming part is? He fully understands this. He just doesn't care. He actually even described it on camera and posted it publicly for views and sympathy. And how you know he's not even serious about his life is that he would go on to immediately pick up his phone to place another DoorDash order.
The McDonald's. Every day we eat good. McDonald's, 6 burgers. Every day we eat good. McDonald's breakfast, 2 hash browns, McDonald's.
But now you've got to wonder at some point, how on earth is he paying for all that food? I mean, does this man not clock into a 9 to 5? He's not on some magical government assistance program that hands out thousands of dollars for fast food like Mama Courtney, who's another weird local I've discussed earlier on this channel. And he has no steady income either. So where's the bag actually coming from? Well, his primary source is just plain old begging. He's always begging. Right in the middle of a TikTok live mid-video, literally mid-bite, Tismala will look into the camera and ask his audience to cash app him so he can eat.
Cash app.
Send me money to my PayPal so I could eat. Can you guys send me money to my PayPal so I could eat? Send me money to my PayPal.
It's always a send me money so I can eat McDonald's. Y'all want to see me eat? Send me food money. Someone help me get dinner tonight for real. It is a constant, shameless, recurring ask that happens in almost every single live stream. And here's the part that'll actually blow your mind. Some people actually send it. Like, real human beings are pulling out their phones, opening Cash App, and sending their hard-earned money to a grown man they've never met, specifically so he can order more junk food and film himself eating it.
It's a fetish, that's why. It's a fetish.
Even Cuffum, yes, the massive streamer Cuffum, sent this man $600 for his birthday, and he blew it within days on the usual. He saved zero, invested zero, put absolutely zero aside for rent or a future, just massive DoorDash orders. But can you imagine that Cuffum sent him another $250 later on? And just like the last time, gone again. So, money comes in, food goes out, he's broke in 48 hours, and he's back on
I'm drawing mommy milkers. I actually don't know what we're watching, bro. Let me Let's change. Falling overboard from a cruise ship? Ooh. Now this I wanna see. I wanna see.
On the 12th of May 2016, 33-year-old Samantha Broberg boarded the Carnival Liberty cruise ship at a port in Galveston, Texas. She and two friends were off for a 4-day cruise around the Caribbean. A girls' weekend, during which they would enjoy the luxury facilities aboard the ship, as well as stops in Mexico, including the island paradise of Cozumel. At the end of the weekend, the ship would return to Galveston. The Carnival Liberty was indeed a luxurious ship to be sailing on.
Wait,
It has 13 decks and capacity for just under 3,000 passengers, as well as 1,100 crew.
Oh, wait.
Facilities include multiple bars and restaurants, a large open-air pool with its own cinema screen, a water slide, a nightclub, and an extensive spa.
There you go.
Samantha and her two friends started their trip with drinks. Over the course of the first evening, they moved from bar to bar, chatting with other passengers, taking photographs, and enjoying a range of drinks. Samantha herself drank 7 vodka sodas and 2 beers, as well as some complimentary drinks given to the group at the discretion of bar staff, and drinks purchased for her by other passengers. Not long after midnight, Samantha's two companions decided to head back to the group's shared cabin to get some rest. It had been a long day, and they were tired. Samantha, however, wished to stay up just a little longer to explore and enjoy the ship. She said goodbye to her friends and accompanied another passenger who they had met that day up to the 10th deck of the Liberty. Samantha and the unnamed passenger stepped out onto the deck where sun loungers were lined up against the railing. It was dark and the ship was out at sea. There was likely a spectacular view of the night sky. Samantha stepped up onto a sun lounger, turned around, and sat on the railing. A moment later, she overbalanced and fell backwards, tumbling almost the full height of the ship into the ocean below. Her companion had also been drinking and may have witnessed her fall, or may simply have been puzzled by her sudden disappearance. He looked over the railing and saw only a steep drop into dark waters. He left the deck, told nobody, had one more drink, and then went to bed. Samantha, therefore, was not reported missing until her friends noted her absence the next morning. They quickly became concerned and reported her disappearance.
If you fall from that height, right, straight into water, you're gonna break all of your fucking bones, right, because of the water tension.
Appearance to cruise staff. A search of the ship was conducted, with other passengers asked to return to their cabins to facilitate a complete head count. Samantha was undoubtedly missing. Suspecting that she may have fallen overboard, staff checked external cameras and were able to identify footage of Samantha falling from the 10th deck. Only now, more than 12 hours after her fall, was the Coast Guard notified and a search launched. It was too late. Despite an extensive operation covering 11,000 square kilometers, or 4,300 square miles of water, Samantha was not found. It was concluded that she had died at sea following her accidental fall. Her husband, now a widower, sued Carnival, alleging that the cruise line overserved his wife alcohol and could reasonably have anticipated that doing so would create an avoidable danger. After a lengthy legal process, the cruise line was not found to be responsible, as Samantha had not appeared visibly intoxicated, and as such there was no way servers could have known to stop serving her. Samantha was a mother of 4, remembered fondly for her bubbly personality and infectious positivity. Her death had been the result of a momentary lapse of judgment, one mistake made in the wrong time and wrong place. On the 24th of May 2023, 18-year-old Cameron Robbins embarked the Blackbeard's Revenge cruise ship for an evening trip around the Bahamas. He had arrived in Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas, earlier that day on a trip planned to celebrate his graduation from high school. Blackbeard's Revenge was a very unusual ship. It offered daytime and evening cruises with a pirate theme. The ship, though of relatively modern construction, is themed to resemble a historic Spanish galleon.
Making
guests on any of its outings can enjoy
yeah, it's not my cat, it's some random cat that's been like crawling around. It's some weird white and orange cat that's like a really scary looking. I'm drawing a Yume fan art of me and Randon because why not?
Spectacular coastal views, a party atmosphere, games and activities which include throwing bait from the deck of the ship to feed sharks in the water below. A few hours into the cruise, Cameron had enjoyed several drinks, and the atmosphere on the boat was upbeat, despite slightly chilly weather. At one point, Cameron's friends dared him to dive into the water. Cameron was an accomplished athlete. At school, he had been considered a basketball star, and he was generally fit, capable, and a strong swimmer. He didn't hesitate to take up the dare, although several other passengers tried to dissuade him, even attempting to physically hold him back as he prepared to dive. Despite this, Cameron jumped into the water as other passengers filmed on their phones. He began to swim immediately. A life preserver was thrown to him, but he appeared to swim away from it, disappearing into the dark after just a few moments. The Coast Guard was informed, and a huge search took place over the next 2 days, scouring the area in which Cameron had disappeared. He was not found. The Commodore of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force noted that the area in which the ship had been sailing was known for its population of sharks.
Yeah, he
Online,
got eaten by
many
a shark.
people pored over the footage and speculated that a shadow seen in the water near Cameron was, in fact, a shark, and that the presence of sharks in the water might account for his swift disappearance.
Damn, he died.
Shark experts disputed
A shark fucking ate him, holy shit.
this, observing that it would be unusual for sharks to attack a human in the water in these conditions. Ultimately, it is believed that Cameron passed away shortly after diving into the water, although his exact fate remains unknown. He is remembered as a promising athlete, one who might have had a career in baseball had he gone on to college. He was intense, driven, and unafraid of risk, a beloved son who never came home from a trip intended to celebrate his high school graduation. On the 23rd of November 2022, 28-year-old James Michael Grimes boarded the Carnival Valor in New Orleans, along with 17 members of his family, for a Thanksgiving at sea.
Jesus Christ.
He started the trip with drinks at a bar on the ship with several
Did he... oh my god, they're all falling into the thing, right?
others
Ooh.
from his family.
Scary.
His evening was a pleasant one,
Good night, Noe. I know you have work. Good night. Love you. Mama.
which included winning a free drink by prevailing in an air guitar competition. Late that night, James left his family and began to make his own way back to his cabin. He has no recollection of what happened next, but awoke to find himself floating in the ocean. He had somehow fallen from the ship, which was now nowhere to be seen. James had always had a fear of drowning. He resolved to not stop swimming until he was found, and he did exactly that. Dawn broke, and he drifted through one swarm of jellyfish and then another, being stung multiple times by each.
Oh, that's so painful. Holy shit.
At one point, he spotted a fin cutting through the water. A moment later, something he took to be a shark brushed past him, and he kicked out at it as hard as he could. Whatever it was, it did not return. Meanwhile, on board the ship, more than 12
shit,
hours
it's almost
after he had
10.
fallen into the water,
I will stop streaming.
his family realized that
20
James
minutes.
was missing and raised the alarm. A search operation began. At this time, James was still swimming. He kept himself afloat for almost an entire day. As night began to fall again, he spotted a ship and swam towards it. Miraculously, he was able to attract the attention of someone on board, who threw him a life preserver. Waves and currents in the water, however, prevented him from actually reaching it. The Coast Guard was called to the scene and eventually scooped James from the water using a basket suspended from a helicopter. He was taken to hospital where, despite severe sunburn, multiple jellyfish stings, and acute exhaustion, he made a full recovery.
Hey, at least he survived.
James's story had a happy ending.
Wrong.
He was reunited with his family with no long-term harm. However, few stories of passengers falling overboard from cruise ships end in this way. Globally, 1 or 2 people fall from a cruise ship each month. Only around 1 in 5 of these people are ever seen alive again. These numbers, while
one of my friends, one of the people I know, one of my actually a housemate, he worked at a Disney cruise ship, and one of the tests was like they have to jump, they have to prove that they can swim, and they have to jump from like the ship to like it's like a test for like emergency situation, so they have to jump from like the top of the ship to the sea. And I was like, what the fuck?
Alarming must be viewed in context. With over 2 million people taking a cruise each month, falling overboard is extremely rare. Some cruise lines insist that no passenger has ever fallen overboard from their cruises without intoxication, unsafe behavior, or foul play by another person being a factor. The technology used to detect and respond to a passenger overboard is also improving year on year. Some cruise ships are now equipped with thermal imaging cameras that can automatically detect when something with the approximate size and heat signature of a person falls from the ship, and alert staff within seconds. While this technology is still being tested and calibrated, it may one day make the chances of surviving a fall overboard significantly greater.
You guys watch Fascinating Horror? I love him. I like watching him. Okay, it's almost 10. Okay, I have to end the stream. It's like 10 p.m, bro. Thank you everyone for joining. I have to end the stream. It's 10 p.m. I'll post the artwork soon, but at least I'm happy that I managed to finish Altavi. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Love you. Sorry, not much chatting because I was drawing a lot. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night. See you tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you.